You guys are relentless. You know that? This new Bodycam video drops, and I don't know what it is about it, but I get pages of emails from you guys. Oh, Leon, you gotta watch this one.
Call my father. No. He owns the island.
So here I am, your humble servant, with a decanter and a whiskey glass. This better be good, too, because... Well, because I'm too tired and old to make good content, so whatever I'm watching at least has to be. No, but seriously, in one of the emails it said apparently she says that her daddy owns the island, but this one's called Entitled Drunk Flees in Tesla. Cries for daddy when caught. Hand to God, haven't seen a second of this video. We're gonna do a little watch party here together. Sometimes I like to do that.
On February 21st, 2022, officers responded to a call of a suspected drunk driver.
5011, I'll be out with the Tesla in North Bahama Drive.
Before the officer could approach the Tesla, the driver sped away.
There you go.
Hey! Hey! 5011, Tesla's just took off.
There's a lot of things you don't want to do when you get pulled over by the police. I would say right at the top of the list is the second they get out of the car is to then speed off. that's at least top 3. And then to only go a block, if you're gonna leave, if you have the nuts to leave, at least turn it into a dangerous high-speed pursuit. Don't travel half a block to the next stop sign and then put your belly up. What kind of bullshit is this?
Turn off the vehicle.
Amateur hour.
Hands out of the window.
Guns drawn. The second you flee, it's like, okay, clearly you're guilty. So why else would you immediately leave? Like you're panicking in your head. Drugs, whatever's going on, you're drunk, and then you drive another block, you've already made it 20 times worse for yourself. It's just,
why are you running from me?
Classic amateur mistake.
Why are you running?
Head out the window.
Don't get out of it. Stay in the f***ing vehicle right now. Just stay there for now. Why are you... Both there, stay in the f***ing vehicle.
Gun drawn, screaming, stay in the vehicle. She's like, nah, bro, I'm coming out with this bitch.
5011, she's getting out.
Tough start for Tesla girl. I imagine it's gonna get a little spicy, but before we go on, I wanna thank you guys for your support over the years, for supporting the sponsors that sponsor my channel and keep the lights on. Today we have a new sponsor called War Thunder, so let's check it out and we'll get right back to it. If you're like me and enjoy blowing stuff up and playing fun games in your downtime, you're going to love this. Today's video sponsor, War Thunder, is a free-to-play, large-scale military action multiplayer game that features over 2,000 vehicles from the 20th century up to the most modern combat units used today. It's cross-platform on PC, PlayStation, Xbox, and Mac. The graphics and attention to detail are just... But most importantly, it's just freaking cool to play, man. You can have ground units, air units, naval units converging together on a variety of maps inspired by unique real-world locations that make every battle in War Thunder a memorable one. The scale and intensity of the battles is felt through the stunning detail, the sound effects, and unique damage system, which goes beyond the classic health bar and uses individual modules like fuel tanks, engines, and tank tracks that can all be strategically destroyed to claim your victory. From cockpit dogfighting to ground anti-aircraft units, there's truly something for everybody. And if that's not enough, their customization options take it even further so you can make your vehicle your own. They come out with new content constantly. In their latest Sons of Attila update, they added an entire family of Hungarian ground vehicles to the game and introduced a new voice warning system that replicates the atmospheric reality of modern fighters. You can download War Thunder right now using the link in my description. It's free, so you have absolutely nothing to lose. Plus, if you're new or you haven't played in over 6 months, you receive some special bonuses. You get to roll around and fly in some premium vehicles, cop some new skins, you get a fat sack of silver, the list goes on. But the point is this, the game is fun, it's free, and you should download it using my link in the description, and you can thank me later. I appreciate you. Here we go.
Come here. Come here.
Okay.
Stand in front of my patrol vehicle right now. Right now. Ma'am!
Sorry, what are you accusing me of?
Ma'am?
Bro, the absolute level of nonchalance. She's like, sir, what are you accusing me of? Standing legs crossed, all sultry, bitch. You just got pulled over and then sped off the second he got out of the car. What do you think he's accusing you of? Doesn't even matter who he was accusing you of the first time. He just evading and, I don't know what the correct term is, fleeing and evading.
You need to come over here right now.
Why?
Because I'm telling you to. You're running from me.
I did not. I'm right here.
Yeah, now you are. You need to get over here right now. Turn around!
Bro,
5011, she's refusing to comply. Hey!
No, she doesn't take off again.
Get out of the vehicle!
You got me up, bro. I own this.
Actively resisting.
You got me up, bro. I own this island. Oh, the fucking hubris on this broad. Look out. It's this man. This is such a trend for some reason. And I understand why you guys emailed me, because there's something about these young girls that have apparently never had to take responsibility or accountability for anything in their life. And the second they have to face some sort of difficult situation where there's real consequences involved, they're like, nah, bro, fuck this. I'm out. You got me fucked up, dog. I own this island. It's like, bitch, what? What are you talking about? You're talking to an officer with a gun drawn on you right now, dude.
Get out of the vehicle!
No, she doesn't, dude. She takes off again? What? All right. You guys that emailed me, you're off the hook.
5011, I'm in pursuit again.
Cruising. She's moving through that neighborhood, too.
We're stopped again.
This officer's like, what is going on, dude?
Turn off the vehicle! Sheriff's office!
Stop me over. Oh my god, Dad! They're arresting
Stop
me!
resisting!
No, dude! What are you doing?
The actual naivete from this girl that she thinks that she's just like on a little joyride with the cops, and she pops out like on the phone with her bestie and is like, they're pulling me over again. Can you believe this shit? Oh my god, dude! Why are you arresting me?
Oh my god, Dad!
What type of bubble boy, saran wrapped bullshit life have you lived to not be able to compute how the world typically works? You know what I mean? Like, it's just bizarre to see play out live. Unless it's just an absolute ripping cocktail of Quaaludes and tequila.
You didn't even know me.
You what?
Dad, they're arresting me.
Stop resisting!
Dad! Dad!
Oh, on the phone with Dad. Screaming for Dad. Classic.
Get on your
Dad! They have me on the floor! Dad! Dad! I don't know what I did! What am I doing? Why are you doing this?
One detained.
Why are you doing this? Why are you doing this? Why?
That's wild,
My
dude.
dad is in the car. Why are you doing this?
Okay, let go of your phone.
No, I'm not. My dad is on the phone. And he's...
Hey!
Hey!
You are not gonna kick me. This is not okay. Get your leg over here and turn.
Oh, lady cop rolled up and she's not taking any shit right out of the gates. Little stray foot. Not today, bitch. Bow! Swatted that foot right out of the way. You ain't gonna kick me. Not today. I don't care what your dad owns.
She's actively fighting still.
I don't have quite enough context yet to find any pleasure in her discontent here, but from what we've seen so far, she's living in a separate reality than the rest of us, I think.
No, this is what happens when you flee and then you kick me.
I didn't flee and I didn't kick you.
Your Honor, she says she didn't flee. I tend to trust her. Can we go to the replay booth, please?
5011, I'm in pursuit again.
Yikes, unfortunately we have you doing 75 in a residential neighborhood after being pulled over not once but twice. But my dad owns the island.
Call my father.
No.
He owns the island.
5011, you can
Okay.
release the air.
What?
Call my father.
I'm not calling your dad.
Then what are you
How
gonna
old
do?
are you? How old are you?
I'm 24.
Okay, 24. We don't need to call your dad.
Yeah, absolutely not.
Yeah, you're right. And you're not gonna take me in either.
Get down.
No, I'm not. Sorry.
Oh, are you playing chicken with
We're
him? You're
not going anywhere.
You're not gonna take me in.
I think.
My
know you-
dad's gonna come right here.
You could have killed someone.
Yes, you.
Yeah, I could have killed you too, but you're alive, right?
Okay.
You know, she makes a good point. So she could have just pulled a 180 like Need for Speed style Vin Diesel and just accelerated right into him, flown through the windshield with like a Lee Sin or like a Jet Li fucking one finger death punch through the windshield and killed him. But she chose not to. Because her dad owns the island, why would she go to that length to get out of it when she can just flee twice? Now she's playing the long game. She's gonna wait till dad gets there,
And
you
my
know what I
dad's
mean?
gonna be here right now to tell you free.
So
Listen, until you slow your ass down.
Can you just talk to my dad?
No, I'm not talking to your dad.
He's
You're a
right here.
You're a 24-year-old adult.
Yeah,
You want to try and get her out?
I'm on property.
Calling her an adult is a little bit generous, I think, honestly.
Oh my God, he's in the car.
Right, you wanna put her in?
You need to notify him.
I don't need to notify anyone. You're an adult.
Can you notify?
No, I'm not notifying anyone. You want to put her in the back?
Wait, what's
Yeah.
happening?
I haven't done. I mean, she's sick. One, I can smell it.
Yeah, I know.
What did I do?
You ran from me.
You ran. That's one. Two.
Ran from what?
2.
Him. How much? You know what? I'm not even going to ask you any questions. All right, you got her. I'm going to go ahead and pat her down.
She was about to say how much have you had to drink, I think. That's apparently the reason he was going to pull her over initially, and he never even had a chance to ask her about that before she started to bounce. It doesn't even matter anymore what you initially got pulled over for because you chose to go on a high-speed police chase through a residential neighborhood.
Yeah, what did I do? Bro.
Okay, for the third time, you fled.
I dropped my
From
flash.
what?
Can you get my
He
flashlight?
ran too.
Who ran to? Do you have anything on you that's
No,
gonna
I
cut me?
don't.
That's a high IQ play. She's like, I wasn't fleeing from him. We were fleeing together. He was running too.
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard.
Oh, you thought I ran? Oh my God. Idiot. No, we were just gallivanting through the neighborhood at 85 miles an hour. Little tit for tat, little game of tag in the Tesla and the Cruiser. Typical Saturday night here on the island my dad owns. You know, oh, Jesus Christ. Is she a rookie? She's a rookie, isn't she? She doesn't know the games we play around here. It's whatever. Dad'll be here in a minute. He'll make everything better.
Please call my dad.
No, listen.
No, I need my dad here before you do anything to me.
No, that's not how this works. You're 24 years old. Turn around.
I don't care.
That was an adrenaline rush.
I didn't do anything wrong, and I need my dad here.
You don't
even do a DUI
You
investigation.
don't need your dad. You're an adult.
I didn't do anything wrong, so
then
why
she
are they doing
refuses.
this?
Play stupid games, win stupid prizes.
Let's go! Play stupid games, win stupid prizes. Woo! Let's go, officer. Bring in the heat. Wait, was that the baddie that said that? Hold on.
Play stupid games, win stupid
Oh,
prizes.
got the look, got the attitude, got the quips and the
I
puns.
found her parked right here.
She.
I know, that's where it was. Oh, you are
Now, why though? Like, what are you doing? Why are you doing like?
Why are you the way that you are?
Whatever. I don't care. I just can't wait for Dad to show up, dude. What is going on with this broad?
You're lucky I didn't tase you. I swear.
There's still time, brother. It's not too late.
Who are you guys? What do
I know you guys would like it. I'm not opposed.
You're racking up the charges. You need to chill.
Legit.
You need to talk to my father and stop holding me like this.
You're 24 years old. You're an adult. You
I
don't
don't
need your
care.
dad.
This is his property.
It's not. We're on the.
Why are you doing this?
I'm dying to know where this is. Does it say? 2022 in Florida, officers were. Why is it always in Florida, dude? The last time that broad was on an island, same scenario. You remember that girl who like blasted through the turkey trot and then evaded police and she was all banged up and was blaming it on her divorce and her husband?
I am making a scene. This is my neighborhood.
Insanity. Same scenario. I guarantee you the island is like a little like suburb of Florida that's all like $10 million homes. It feels like the type of place where they don't get into high-speed pursuits very often. This is action for these guys, right? Normally they're like responding to a call about somebody not paying their HOA dues on time, or they left the trash on the curb for a day longer than it's supposed to be there. You know what I'm saying? All that petty, out-of-touch rich person drama.
Ma'am, you need to listen to me.
I've been clean for 3 years. I've been clean for 3 years.
Okay.
I don't know why this is happening to me.
Well, a little bit of insight, a little bit of context. I've been clean for 3 years. Nobody ever says the word clean unless they had a serious issue before being clean, right? So this is shaping up to be, unfortunately, just the quintessential spoiled, rich, entitled, out-of-touch daughter that's never had to have any responsibility, gets banged up on drugs, fucks up the whole family because they're too worried about the money and the jobs to give her the proper attention, probably raised by somebody else like a nanny or something. Again, I'm just making up stories in my head. I have no idea. But we've seen it all a million times. She definitely seems...
All right.
like an idiot, but I'm not an expert. She doesn't seem super banged up or drunk. It's hard for me to believe that someone would act this ignorantly, not banged up on some sort of substance, but I've been surprised before.
I've been living on this island for 3 years. Why do you do this to me now? I don't get it.
If they did it a year ago, it would have been fine. I don't.
Can you just talk to my dad?
The logic here.
I'm here.
Code 5. Ma'am, the amount of lives that you just put at risk is ridiculous. Okay? I have no sympathy for you right now. You could have easily killed someone. There are little kids that live in this neighborhood. The fact that you would run from
those
killed
eyes.
someone. There are little kids that live in this neighborhood.
Oh yeah, that. Come on, she's definitely fucked up on something.
Cocainum.
Like, look at those like possessed eyes, and then kind of the lean forward sway, getting yanked
Right now,
back.
you could have easily killed someone. There are little kids that live in this neighborhood. The fact that you would run from me and
Walk
go
up on him like that again.
You do not know how lucky you are you didn't kill someone.
That's how you got your empathy, right?
Alright, I don't know if we can do it, but she's resisting.
Yeah, no.
Dad!
Yeah, like that officer's
She's
not
resisting.
taking
I don't want to take her out of handcuffs.
Walk up on him like that again. Do it. That's my motherfucking man.
Never going in the car.
Are we gonna get to see Dad in this?
Get in.
I don't know.
Get in! Get in!
Dad!
We got resisting with violence.
Yeah.
111 code 5 GM. You have a hobble?
You didn't tell me why you're bringing me in the car.
Because you were going to jail.
Oh my God, what are you?
Why?
Jesus fucking Christ.
Why?
That officer is just saying what we're all thinking right now. Like, Jesus fucking Christ, are you a real human being? Or how are you so fucking stupid? How is it even possible that you're 24 years old and this goddamn dumb? It's beyond comprehensible to me. I just don't get it. But you know what? Here we are. We are teetering on the resisting arrest, but you just booked it. Congratulations. That's your 5th charge tonight.
Listen to me. I'm going to stand you up and I'm going to let you talk to your dad. You tried to hit another one of these deputies.
I won't.
And you are not talking to him.
I won't.
I don't know the situation, so I do have empathy because as a parent myself, I can only imagine how difficult it is to have an absolute fuck up as a child. Like, don't get me wrong, like every kid, like everybody makes mistakes. I just pray that if I had a daughter, she wouldn't grow up to be this ignorant in a situation like this. I don't know.
Stephanie, you have to calm down.
But why are they?
Copy 7275
You've been drinking, and you were speeding, and
was
now the way you've acted, you've gotten yourself in a deep hole, and they're going to take you to jail. Calm down.
Huh?
There's nothing I can do.
Just CYA. 5011, can you roll that female?
What did I do?
Well, you've honest. I don't know, man.
What did I
You
do?
know what you've done.
No, I don't. What did I do? Please.
Just you don't mind walking to the car seat and show me what you do.
I mean, that dude came in with the straight calmness. He was like, Stephanie, you need to calm down. You've been drinking and you were speeding through the neighborhood. You've you got drummed up on a litany of charges and they're gonna take you to jail. There's nothing I can do. My heart goes out to the dude. Again, I know nothing about this family, but goddamn, that must be a shitty situation.
There we go.
Deputy finds alcohol in the vehicle.
Why are they upset? What? Dad, why are they upset?
You don't need to ask why. You don't need to do anything except know that you're going to jail and we'll deal with this tomorrow. Just stop. Just dig a deeper hole.
Why am I going to jail?
Because you were speeding, you ran stop signs.
Where was I speeding?
Well, that's a problem. if
This
you
is
don't know.
1429.
Well, what, do they know?
I don't want to point fingers, right? But like there has to be a little bit of blame put on the father for his 24-year-old to be this fucking ignorant and stupid, right? The lack of self-awareness, the lack of accountability for one's actions, like it's as a 24-year-old woman is staggering. And certainly there's environmental factors at play here, but that typically comes from the top down, from mom and dad. Bingo bango, you turn out like this. Something happened along the way. I don't know what it was.
Dad, do do they know where I was speeding?
They were behind you.
That being said, some people, when they get too banged up, are just belligerent idiots, and there's really no rhyme or reason for the way they act. So that could be it too.
Behind me where?
What, you want me to like pull up Google Maps and show you on G Maps? Be like, well, let's just retrace it.
They're gonna check you out, okay?
I still want to understand.
EMS has cleared her. Okay.
Why? For what? You didn't tell me. You didn't even read me my rights.
Don't have to, and ask me.
Yeah, we don't have.
Dad! They didn't read me my rights, and they don't tell me why I'm going in.
We told you.
Dad!
You resist, you're gonna catch more charges.
I'm not resisting. I'm right here.
Get in the car then, right now.
Dad!
Man, it feels like we're seeing the result of 24 years
No, but like
of sheltered helicopter parenting, never letting her spread her wings, never letting her have to deal with anything on her own, never giving her any of her own responsibilities, like just all of that bullshit that kind of like just throwing money at it, you know what I mean? And not giving your child a chance to become their own person, and that's all coming crashing down right now on a body cam video in front of millions of people on the internet, because that's kind of the way the world works now. And it's tragic to see, but it's like, I hope that there's time for her to correct course and grow into an actual adult who understands what accountability means and has a little bit of self-awareness, because this shit right here is like a tragic case of just a lost human being.
Can I talk to my dad? Can I talk to my dad?
Had your shot.
I'm heading out, okay?
He told you what was going down. She's not even in handcuffs. Like,
Why?
they're really giving her that affluent, high-end neighborhood on an island treatment here with taking the handcuffs off in the back seat. And to her credit, she isn't kicking the windows or screaming or flailing like some of these other bras we've watched.
She got out of her cuffs.
Oh, right as I said, she slipped them off. My bad. I thought they took them off. No, she just slipped out of them.
We're not playing this game, Stephanie. No.
Can you turn her? No, stay in.
Oh, it's going to be a problem, isn't it? Just let him put the cuffs back on.
I know you're not happy about what's going on.
I don't know what's going on.
I know, but
I have sworn.
we've
Dad! I have cameras on my car.
I have cameras too, man.
I mean, all the officers have been pretty down to earth and like equally as
you ran
flabbergasted at
O'Neill.
how out of touch she is.
You're just gonna have to do it super tight.
Yeah.
I feel bad for the dad.
He said, I feel bad for the dad. I mean, honestly, yeah, me too.
It hurts.
Yeah, you've already slipped out of it.
But again,
But that can't.
he's got to bear some of the responsibility.
You could have killed someone.
Right.
But I have zero sympathy for you right now. If a kid would have walked down the street and you would have hit him, you would have been charged with manslaughter.
There you go.
Alright, well,
This is the thing. Like when people are in situations like this is the best case scenario for her that could have happened. Well, not the best case. She could have just complied and not been a complete moron and probably copped less charges. But when you do dumb shit like this, there's always that off chance that you could kill another person, another innocent person, manslaughter, exactly like he said. You do some dumb shit like that, you should look back on this, hopefully, and be grateful that nothing more serious happened and hopefully learn a lesson.
How fast you were going, you would have had no time to stop, Stephanie.
oh, I did.
You could have killed yourself, others, and me.
But I didn't. So what are you
Thank God
talking
you
about?
didn't.
I'm gonna ask you one more time. Why am I here?
Oh my God.
Having DUI, fleeing and looting, resisting an
DUI
officer.
on what? And reckless
Alcohol.
driving on what?
You reckless driving because the speeds you were going and running stop signs, you could have easily killed someone. You had no regard for other people's lives.
Alright, DUI. You want to charge me of a DUI, but you have nothing.
Really? We're gonna let
So why
you do a
you got-
breathalyzer right now. You gonna pass?
Right. You're gonna check that now. But why you say that?
She would provide breath samples showing a blood alcohol content of 0.26 and 0.25. Damn, dude. That is cooked. She's 3 times over the legal limit. Woo! That's crazy, man. Alcohol is so funny because it affects people so differently. Like, you can obviously tell throughout this she was banged up, and man, it's weird, but like some people really slur their speech really bad at like a much lower BAC than that. But for Stephanie, it's like her speech was pretty coherent. Like she wasn't slurring. I think she was just very discombobulated and completely aloof, right? Just completely unself-aware, and that could be because she's a little dumb, but most likely because she was that banged up. 0.26 is no joke. That's like very drunk. Alcohol is so funny, dude. It's like, as I sit here drinking this whiskey, it is like the most destructive poison in this country by a long shot, aside from maybe fentanyl and other harder drugs, but also one of the most celebrated and appreciated and, you know, socially acceptable. It's kind of a good metaphor for life in general. It's like pick your poisons, the things you like, but everything in moderation, because the second you take things to extremes, doesn't matter how good or bad they are, when you take it to the extreme, they typically just become destructive and bad. In Stephanie's case, it looks like the 3 years clean came to an end in this video, if that was even real to begin with. We don't know what the sentencing was, but those were some pretty serious charges. I imagine she's gonna be dealing with that for a while. I loved that the female officer just laughed at her behavior. Literally laughable. 24 years old, and she's just now experiencing her first act of discipline ever. And it wasn't by her father, it was by the police department. I mean, that could be the problem. Like, he seemed like a nice guy in the very short period we saw him in this video. Seemed like a genteel, nice man, and that might have been the issue. She might have walked all over that motherfucker his whole life and never had to learn a hard lesson. And this is what happens when you treat your kids like that. But the point remains, if you get pulled over, I don't care if your dad owns the island or not, the top 3 things not to do: reach for a gun, reach for a grenade launcher, or drive off immediately and get in a high-speed chase in a residential neighborhood. As always, guys, I appreciate you being here, and if you were feeling like your life was falling apart, well, here's your weekly or bi-weekly dose of, you know what? I'm doing all right. Could be worse, I'll be honest with you. Thanks to you legends that brought this video to my attention, and thanks to the rest of you for joining me here today. If you could do me one last favor before you go, put the Tesla in park, get out of that car and hip thrust that motherfucking like button, and subscribe if you haven't yet, and I'll see you in the next video. Deuces.